Start. Go.
So very fabulous evening to the grandiose and historic personalities present here. This is Saur Rawat, and thank you Anil sir for giving me the glorious opportunity to speak in front of these fabulous speakers. So guys, my today's topic of speech is mighty titans and the mighty gods. My friend, before the rule of gods on earth, before the gods came to the earth, you know who was ruling the earth? My friends, the mighty titans ruled the world. My friends, let me tell you who were the titans. The titans were actually very big human beings, gigantic, enormous beings. I would like to give a ratio of the height. You would be very astonished to get to know that height. You know, humans are there and the ant is there. So that was the ratio between the humans and the titans. Humans were as ants in front of those titans. So my friends, there was an all-father ruler of the earth. His name was Uranus. My friend, he feared in prophecy which was told about him that one day his children will overthrow him and will take rule of the earth. So being very circumspect about this situation, he devoured each of his children. My friends, mercilessly he ate each and every single one of his child. But what happened that the mother of those children grew very attached to her children. So what she did, she saved one of the youngest children. His name was Zeus, my friend. She fed that titan a small stone which was wrapped in the baby cloth. So she fed that stone to the Kronos. So my friend, what happened? Zeus was sent to an island. That island was called the island of Crete, where he was raised and bred by the mother titan Gaia. He was raised young. He got the powers of the god. He was the mightiest of all. He was the mightiest god who was ever there. So my friend, what happened? The prophecy as it was told, it came true. He overthrew him. Actually, he disguised himself as a titan and then made Kronos drink a potion which would make him throw up his brothers. So what happened? When he threw up, two of his brothers came out. One's name was Poseidon and other was the Hades. So my friends, then what happened that Kronos was banished to the depths of the Tartarus. My friend, you know what place is Tartarus? The Tartarus was considered in ancient time, it was considered to be the lowest point on earth. It was beneath the underworld. So my friends, he was banished to that place. So after that, it came to the dream that who will rule the land, who will rule the sky, who will rule the waters. So my friends, as Poseidon had the trident which is a three-headed spear. So he was given the rule of seas, my friend. We know that there are big oceans. So he was given the rule of oceans. Then came about the Zeus, that what territory the Zeus would be given. My friend, Zeus was given the territory of the sky and he was the god of the weather. My friends, he ruled the sky with all his might, all his grace. Then was left the bad place, which was at that time also considered bad, and even in this time it is considered bad. It was the underworld, which was given to Hades. My friends, you know what happened that when Hades took the control, or Hades took the charge of underworld, he was considered by everyone, he was considered that he's a bad guy. No, my friends, he was not a bad guy. Actually, his job was something like that he had to kill everyone, means whose time has come to die. He had to kill everyone and take their souls to the underworld, so that no one could come back to the earth. So my friends, that is why he was considered an enemy from both mortals and the gods. So my friend, I would like to tell you about Zeus also. So my friends, what was the power of Zeus? My friend, he carried a thunderbolt which he would use as a spear. On anyone he felt angry or anyone he felt sad. So what happened that one day what happens, you know there is in Greek mythology behind the changing of weather. As we know that there is summer, there is winter. So there is a very peculiar story about this. You know, once what happens that there is Zeus's daughter with Meteor. Her name is Persephone. Hades falls in love with her. So Hades tells Zeus about this, that I have fallen in love with your daughter, please will you marry her to me? So Zeus doesn't deny his request, but he says that Demeter will do this, means he won't agree. So because she wanted that her daughter won't be sent to any dark sunless place. So when Hades comes to know about this, he thinks of a conspiracy. He hatches a conspiracy that he will abduct that girl, abduct that innocent maiden from the grounds of earth. So what happens on one misfortunate day, Persephone was plucking flowers from the garden. Hades comes on his four-horse chariot and abducts her. He whisks her from the ground and takes her to the underworld. when a few days passes, Demeter thinks that where her daughter has gone. It has been a few days. Where is she? So the sun god Helios, who has seen all this, tells her that she has been abducted by Hades. So she sends Hermes, the messenger of the gods, who was the fastest guy at that time, who could run at a very fast speed. So she sends her to the Hades realm, the underworld, so that he could bring her back. So when he goes there, he tells her that the mother titan Rhea has told that you have to leave her and we have to bring her back. So what Hades does, he says that okay, you can take her, but she has to eat something, as she has been voracious for a few days, because she hasn't eaten anything. But she didn't knew that behind this Hades kind thing there was a trick. So what happens is that he feeds Hades feeds her a pomegranate seed, and she didn't knew that once a guy or a girl has eaten in underworld, she has to stay there. So what happens is that Demeter says that now she has to spend 6 months in the underworld and 6 months on the earth. So when the 6 months she spends in the underworld, the world is all cold and all unfertile. But when she is with her mother Demeter, then the world becomes fertile and spring. So that is what behind the story of the seasons, and that's all.
Super. You have taken more than 3 minutes. So, questioner? Yes.
Okay. So a very great speech was delivered by you, Saurav.
Thank you.
So the basic concept on which your story was cast, so I would like to ask a question. When you said that Hades took the charge of underworld, he was considered to be the enemy of both mortals and gods.
Yes.
But when in the same manner, Ares, who is the son of Zeus and the god of war, he took the charge of battles, he also had to do the same things by killing the mortals. But when Hades take the depths, means Hades take the lives of innocent people, he is considered to be an enemy. But when Ares take the same thing, at the time the whole rule is changed and they just worship him as a god. Why that kind of a discrimination, partiality and bias is there?
Actually, there is one nice fact behind the story of the god of war. Actually, Ares is considered the god of war in the Greek mythology, but there is one fact behind Ares, that he was not a good soldier at all.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah, I know.
And as you are telling that he killed people in the battle. Actually, his job was to do the battle, not kill.
Yeah.
If someone is killed in your process, nobody would blame you because you are doing your process.
Yeah.
But Hades' process was only to kill. And in a battle, someone can be saved or someone can die.
Yeah.
That's it.
Very good.
Yeah.
Next question. Yes.
Good evening, Saurav.
Good evening, Iman.
Good evening, sir. And my question is that in your speech you say that the titans, the mighty titans and the mighty gods, if they are the mighty titans have a giant powers and the god have also a giant power, so why they distinguish between the mighty titans and mighty gods?
Actually, the titans, why titans are called titans and gods are called gods? Because titans were very enormous and very gigantic, and whereas gods were human sized. So that is why they were considered titans, as they were the predominant rulers on earth.
Super. Okay, other question? Yes, last question.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Amish.
Actually, as you mentioned about the powers that were given to the three gods, so actually I would like to ask you that if you are given those powers, so what kind of changes would you bring and why would you bring
Whose powers? Zeus, Hades, Poseidon.
all the three powers?
All the three powers, if I am given, first of all, I would, you know what I would do? I would assign my friends some of those powers. Like Nirman is there, like Goldie is there, like Teddy is there. Means I won't do any discrimination that he is a better god or I am a better god. I will distribute the powers very discriminately. Means everyone would have equal powers, so that we could rule very justifiably.
Super. Nice performance was given by Saurav, but Saurav took more than limited time which was given to him. So sorry for that. That was very fantastic speech which was given, but you took more than that limited time. You should not have taken. So you already consumed the time of others. Clear. So give a huge round of applause for